Hello, my name is Susan Rushton, and I am thrilled to let you know that I present Silver Screen Classic Movies. I show these classic movies on every first Saturday in the Auburn Library, 350 Nevada Street. I show them 3 times at 12 noon, 3:30, and 7:30 p.m. And if subtitles are available, I use them at the 3:30 show. Because you and I are not in the library at the moment, I can't share the title with you. To learn the title, however, you can please feel free to drop by the library and pick up this brochure. Or you can log on to placer.ca.gov/8986/library. You will see programs. Click on programs, and then you'll see a list, and at the bottom is more programs. And then you can find the Silver Screen Classic Movies. You'll find this. I would love to see you, and I would appreciate it if you'd join us as we celebrate an age long gone but fondly remembered. Thank you very much. Silver Screen for February 3rd. This is an uneasy, uncomfortable movie. Not many good guys in this sleazy Mexican border town, rife with corruption. Slimy Sheriff Orson Welles ignores the law and the truth in his hunt for a killer. This grisly film noir also stars Charlton Heston, Janet Leigh, and Marlene Dietrich. And Pauline Kael said it was marvelously garish. It was a marvelously garish thriller. Terrific entertainment. This came out in 1954. I said this is a film noir. Not only that, it's a film noir directed by Orson Welles. It also stars Welles, and he wrote the screenplay. So film noir, what's film noir? Film noir came around in the middle of the 30s and into the 40s and the 50s. A film noir presents dark and gloomy underworld of crime and corruption. Films whose heroes, as well as villains, are cynical and disillusioned. Women know stuff that they're not supposed to. And this goes against the production code, which from 1935 to the middle of the 1960s insisted that no movie will be made that will lower the morals of anyone watching. So if the women know stuff that they're not supposed to, that's terrible, and there's something terrible must happen to them. And as a result, many people in this movie come to grim ends. Few tell the truth. Few are to be trusted. It's hard to find someone to root for. But to quote a film critic that I admire, David Thompson, but try looking away for a second. What do we call this if it's not a great film? That's one part of what is amazing. Orson Welles had to work harder because the studio guys hated him. He was not only an actor, he was a writer, he was a producer, he was a director, and he did things that they had no intention of doing, and he kept doing them, and every time he did them, he would sort of wander off, and they'd do things to his movies, which is really ridiculous. This movie, the beginning of this movie, originally began even as the credits began. As the movie begins, someone plants a bomb in a car, and we're supposed to pay attention to what happens with that car and that bomb. But as we are watching the car drive off, here are the credits. Wait a minute. What's happening? But now, in 2024, we get the credits first and then the bomb in the car. So it's a better movie now. The result is alarming and fascinating. So it's even more unnerving than it was in 1958. We deserve its being unnerving. So does Wells, even though we see him as a really grim, ugly, disgusting, corrupt cop. He lies, he must. Everyone else does too. I said this includes Charlton Heston. He's the Mexican narcotics officer. And if you're familiar with Charlton Heston, it's odd to think of him as a Mexican narcotics officer. We also have Janet Leigh. This is 6 years before Psycho. She's 27 here, but she seems much younger. She's beautiful. She's the Mexican narcotics officer's new wife, and the bad guys are after her. And they find her. And we have Marlene Dietrich, who in her early years was really just fabulous, and now she's also still fabulous, but she's kind of, she knows things that she's not supposed to. So that is February 3rd. I hope to see you. Please join me as I celebrate an age long gone but fondly remembered.